What?
Not the blue one.
Yeah, I understand. Well, that's not bad. Is that good? Okay. Getting it laid off again. In other words, what I mean by laid off. So we grab all your stuff. Grab all your stuff good. When you get back to here, it shouldn't be like this. It should be, feel that?
Yeah.
And then when you start your hips, see you got that, see it come this way. When you get too much over here, then it makes you get out of the way. You have to get out of your own way.
Yeah.
You want just like you're handing it, like I said, you want to make sure that you try to hand it away. Hand it away. Hand it away. And hip, there you go. Okay, go ahead.
Is that too high?
No, that's all right. Go ahead. Good. Good. Okay. Hamburger. Whoops, a little fast. Huh? Well, the first thing you did was you were wide right here, but then you went like this. You tried to, like we were talking about, is okay. Yeah, look down at the ball. Now you should pull the handle. Pull me and pull it. There you go. Feel that? Feel that? Feel that move right there?
Yeah.
See, it's not like this. Okay, let's try it. Take it back and try a practice swing. Hit the tee, just try a practice swing. And I want you to do is yank the club narrow. I want you to get narrow by using you fire your hip first. With hip now, hip, start your hip. Good, there you go, good. You don't want to get back here like this and then get the throw. You want to ham and then hip is burger. Yeah, there you go. I want you to get narrow, because if you get narrow, you'll hit good shots. If you're narrow, I mean wide, and then you get wide again. Wide meaning this. Wide, grab over your club. See, this is wide here. You don't want to get wide here, it's because then you're going to hit the ground or get around it or something like that. You want it wide, narrow. Wide, narrow. Okay. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Wide, narrow. There you go. Just got to get narrow, because if you don't get narrow, that means you're not using your hips. You know, you're not firing that hip. So, right. A lot of that is because you're too far from the ball. Yeah. Just let your arms hang. Let your arms hang. There you go. Good. That's better. Yeah. Wide. There. Get a little bit wider. I want it even wider. The wider you get, the more solid contact. There you go. Yeah. There you go. Get one. Get as wide as you can on the backswing. One piece. The wider we get, the more solid contact you're going to get. The narrower you get going back, then the less solidness of contact you're going to get. Keep that ball up towards your left heel. I want this one almost off the toe this time. Yes. Oh, that's good. Left hand is. That looks good. It'll take you a little while, but the more you work on that wide, narrow, wide, wide, narrow, wide, work on the hamburger. You work on this move, you work on it a few buckets, pretty soon it'll start becoming part of your swing, and you won't have to think about it too much, you know. You'll, yeah. Got that, Shane?
Yeah.
Kind of like when you're kicking a field goal. Are you thinking about the steps that you're taking? No, you're using your rhythm.
Yeah, and also you're probably getting pretty wide when you're kicking too, because you're going extending and getting wide. You're narrow right there. And then, you know, your leg is your leg is back here. That's wide, and then your kicking is narrow, and then back to wide again. It's like throwing a baseball. You know, you don't throw a baseball narrow. You don't go like this, narrow, 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 narrow. You wide, narrow, coming to the ball, and then back wide again. And golf's no different. So when you set up to the ball, if you get a one-piece swing and you get good width to your golf swing, if you're here, this left shoulder is behind the ball, and then once you get to here, then you there's a little bit of a lateral motion because you're using your hips. That gets you to impact. It gets you to the ball, staying on top of the ball instead of hanging back and flipping at it. It just gets you to the ball here, and then width again through the shot. So that's just, if he just does that, if he just starts working on more width, you know, wide, narrow, wide, and he just works on that little routine, that's like, I can't even tell you how, if he just does that, it's amazing the good things start to happen in his golf swing.
Well, what do you, so with the junior coming up, my thoughts of teaching him were maybe a little bit restrictive in, like, you know, playing fade and, you know, playing the consistent shot.
You know what?
What are your thoughts on that?
You know what you do is, at his age and right now is get him to looking at the target, trying to hit it at the target straight as he can. You know, and not worrying about shaping the ball right at the moment.
Okay.
You know, play it. If it's a little fade, get out there and play it. You know, I mean, it's like teaching a guy.
Well, that's like in the morning when I go out and when I used to play tournaments.
Right.
I might have a little draw or a little fade that day, and I would play whatever was
Sure.
working for me
Yeah,
that day.
exactly.
Right?
That's exactly right.
I think he likes hitting that draw because you
get a little bit more
yardage,
distance, right?
but
Especially as you get younger, but
tough to time it.
as you get a little bit older and things like that, you know, the swing path it has to do with, you know, you can start getting, you know, like my width if I want to fade the ball a little bit more, my width is outside.
Mm-hmm.
You know, if I want to hook it a little bit, my width is inside.
Mm.
You know, if I want to hook a little bit, my width is inside, so that the club is coming in and working, you know. And if I want to fade it a little bit, my width is outside. I take it out a little bit. And then
Do you mind hitting a couple balls? I wanted to put you on this swing deal, so I could just compare your swing. Just a few balls. I don't want to put you on the spot or anything, Ron. But maybe just a few
my
balls.
swing is not very good right now.
Oh, but it's still Ron Parsons' swing. Even on your bad swing day, it still is an awesome swing.
I'm 68.